to Anthony Riddle, we were talking about what's the best way to communicate something like purpose or legacy. And we agreed that it would be the best way to do that is through telling your own story. And so I'm going to share 2 spoken words with you. The first one is about my development into who I am and also how I've come to embrace my purpose, even if it makes me a little bit different. And the second one is specifically how I carry out what my purpose is. So I hope you enjoy, and if you don't tell me. And this has actually only been performed one other time. It's new. It is kind of a crossbreed between poetry and spoken word, and I hope you enjoy. As a sapling, I was planted in a sanctuary. Now, some would argue I was sheltered, but I would argue I was nurtured and guarded in the time of my youth so I could grow and not be another seed sown in a sea of weeds to be choked or sickly twisted. No, I was gifted a garden, given a chance to flourish, flowering freely, with the expectation that I would be different, set apart, separated. And as the seasons began changing, I learned lessons. I began stretching my limbs to the sun, soaking up life-giving energy. I developed my ability to transform the air's toxicity into oxygenicity, making every breath I breathe a breath of fresh air. I dug my roots deep into the soil, a steady foundation, so that when the winds billow and batter, I will bend without breaking. My roots reach wide into dry earth because I learned where to find water to quench my thirst. I bear fruit, strong and sweet, nectar and tangerine. My branches are welcoming, my leaves form a canopy of sheltering shade. But I refuse to tolerate sucker branches or parasitic ivy because I've seen the height of my potential and those weeds don't deserve to climb me. See, I am strong as oak, lovely as willow, but the occasional cloud will cast shade though and wonder why in a forest full of trees I stand alone. But I know the truth. I've needed space so I can grow as I wait for the one whose reflection mirrors my own self.